I'm in a different stage. I guess maybe a different stage of life. I don't know. But the way that things are going, or that not going, the way that they are right now, it's just, I'm convinced this is all an illusion. I'm convinced that this is all a big joke. I'm convinced. And I'm convinced that people don't really want change. People want to talk about change. People don't really want, put it like this. I remember, for those of you that have been with me for a while, my background was in commercial credit. So I wrote I won't say my first ebook. My very first ebook was in 2003 about how to start a gift basket business, because for those of you that don't know, I started my first gift basket business with $50 from a welfare check, homeless. So that was my first book. Before ebooks became a thing, Miss Mason was doing them in 2003. Then I wrote my next book on business credit. Somebody said people are afraid of change. I don't think they're afraid of change. I don't think people want to change. I don't think people, to me, it's equivalent to people who cry broke but can go spend $500 on a Beyonce concert or a Taylor Swift concert. People want to do what they want to do. And I think what we've done is we've helped people come up with lame excuses. Oh, I'm afraid. No, you're not. No, you're not. I believe we live in the weakest, most sensitive time than we ever have. So I believe we've coddled people too much. I believe this is why our men are weak as hell. I believe this is why women don't have basic womanly skills, and you have pseudo confidence or this pseudo self-love. We live in a time where we've found a way to allow people to feel like they're doing more than they are, right? So we found a way to soften it, but still nothing's happening. I saw a lady on the internet the other day. She says, I've been celibate for almost 2 decades and I'm following God. Girl, stop lying. At the end of the day, running around screaming as a woman, especially a woman getting of age, running around screaming how celibate you are when you want somebody, that's some issue. If you're celibate because I just don't want to have sex and this is just who I am, that's different. But if you're saying I'm celibate and screaming I'm celibate for a couple of decades because you haven't met the right man, you're the problem. And I'll say this for my ladies getting up in age. When you are over the 45-year mark and going through that perimenopause, you need to be having sex. Honestly, any woman that is not sexually active regularly when she is going through the perimenopause, it's a problem. How do I know? Because my doctor had to tell me. Because I'm like, nah, doc, I don't feel like, nah, I ain't doing all that. He's like, ma'am. And I have a male and a female doctor, one in Atlanta, one in Ohio, and they both said the same thing. So women screaming that I'm celibate because until God shows me the right one, you're the freaking problem. We're supposed to be having sex, not just for necessarily sexual pleasure. Now, that's all great. But for our perimenopausal and menopausal health, we're supposed to be having sex at least once or twice a week. And so we wonder why so many women are going through a lot of these mental health issues when it comes to not realizing they're going through the perimenopausal, menopausal phase and they're not having sex. Child, it's a whole nother thing. Once you start realizing that running around saying that you're celibate isn't a flex when it's affecting your health, that's a problem. So my thing is, every time I hear women say that and I see women high-fiving it in the comment section, I'm like, it's not that you don't have to have sex, because you're not doing it for, I'm just never going to have sex again in my life. You're doing it because you're saying you haven't met the right man. And my thing is, if you are a woman that is on this supposedly spiritual journey, and you're supposed to be so in tune, is what you say you are, and you mean to tell me you cannot draw in a healthy, qualified man, you're the problem. Especially when it comes to your health. So that's why I say we live in a time where we've come up with all of these different ways to not do the work, to not actually change. And did I hear women tell me all the time, you feel like you're attacking women. I'm not attacking y'all. Y'all call each other bitches all the time, but the moment I tell you that what you're doing is not sound, oh, I'm attacking. But y'all call each other bitches all the time. That should feel like a freaking attack. We're so freaking backwards. It's crazy. So I was just, I've been laid up in the bed over the last couple of days, and unfortunately I won't be able to go to the Country Music Awards tonight because I don't feel well. But I've been able to just sit and kind of watch. And I've been watching, and I'm like, it's all a farce. It's all fake. Nobody wants change. All of this, I'm scared. Ain't nobody scared. The reason why I say, even with men, I'm talking to y'all talk about, I don't want to be vulnerable, you can't feel safe with these women. Y'all will put y'all natural mouth in a woman's behind and devour her, but you scared of being vulnerable? You will put your tongue in places on a new chick that you just met, that she will let you do all the nastiest things you can, and you're afraid of opening up with your feelings? Stop the bull. Stop it. Y'all run around here talking about, I eat ass all the time, but yet, no, I'm gonna lock my heart up. Girl, I can do so much with you with my tongue. You would tell a chick that you find sexually attractive, don't know what she got, where she been, but no, you can't trust these hoes. That's why I say it's all fake. It's all fake. People want to do what they want to do, which is fine. But don't run around here acting like using other excuses than what it's not. It's not. You just like to be average. It's okay. But it's equivalent to women who go to these singles conferences and these women's conferences all the time. And they go every year as a group, but y'all still waiting on God to send you a husband. Like, you know what? It's like you're not doing what needs to be done to even meet somebody. You don't even get out of the house. So that's step one. That's step one. But it's easier put it like this. And I told my ladies in my relationship academy, my dating academy, some of y'all been with me for a while. And the thing is, I noticed when I closed it in 2022, I closed it and it was like, oh my God, I was going to get to it when I had time. So no, you've been with me since the academy been open since 2017. You've been with me all that time. People think that they have time. People think you're just because they're a part of something that they're actually doing the work, and they're not. And I tell my ladies this, if you're in the academy, I say this to y'all all the time. You sitting up here and you sucking up all the knowledge, but you're not applying it. That's what most people do because they have books on their phone. They read books, or they go to court, they take courses, or they go to conferences. You're not applying it. So it doesn't matter. So I'm convinced. You know what? I totally understand why America is where it is. I totally understand why we looking like clowns around here to every other nation. I totally get it. Because the only reason why they can do what they do is because the people keep showing them how stupid they are. The people keep showing how all you got to do is dance and do a little two-step and you get invited to the cookout. All you got to do is be able to play a saxophone, or you the best president ever. All you got to do is be able to sing, entertain, and that's it. So I understand why Americans are the easiest to run game on. American, and I'm not saying y'all gonna get offended, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Americans and church people are the easiest to get over on. Because those two sets of people, especially the Christian community, those two sets of people, all you got to do is give them hope, and you got to be charismatic. And that's it. No, it's not just Black Americans. It's Americans, period. just like the Southern women on TikTok talking about somebody said that they were going to jump them for voting red. Ain't nobody said nothing like that. But they got their panties in a bunch creating stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Retarded. Just stupid. Ain't nobody said that they was jumping them for voting red. But they want something. You won, sis. You won. But because they want to feel important or they need something. It's like somebody, sitting around just waiting for somebody to, ain't nobody attacking. We bowed out. And now here we still like the same stuff. Yeah, all of the presidents. It doesn't matter. Ain't their president done nothing that makes our lives as black people more easier. Not one president. But all they got to do is say, I am so in love with you. That's all they got to do. All they got to do is play the saxophone. All they got to do is come to your church. But that's why Americans are so easy to get over on. You see the same people on TikTok that will sit back. And there's a guy on TikTok that I laugh at. He's a white guy, but he was going around to Trump rallies saying, what would you do if a person said this, and this? And it was like, oh, that's a bad person. They was like, well, Trump said that. Oh, well, then they'll find a way to make it right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if they're black or white or green or Asian. People today are just not like they were not built for it tough. And it's like, it's easy. That's why Americans are so easy to manipulate. They're so easy to manipulate. So I'm in a place where I totally get it. Once you come out of the matrix and you see what actually is, yes, people spin a narrative for themselves. Yes. I could sit here and tell you all day that this is what was said. And then when I tell you who said it, because you like who said it, it changes. But they get invited to the cookout. Your forgiving selves. So I just been sitting back watching from my bed, y'all. And I've been watching for a minute, but I had the time over the last couple of days being laid up to actually watch. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see people online giving the blueprint to their plans on what they're going to do for their project and all this. It's like there's no it's a very sad state, and people don't want what they say they want. That's why me and my son-in-law, I won't say we got into it. My son-in-law, when he and I are very much alike. So we were having a conversation about what would be our 2025 and what people really wanted and how to collect the data and all that. And I told him, I said, son, you got to understand, I know you're the analytical data guy, but I'm the part of the business. Hold on, let me open my trunk. I'm the part of the business. Good morning.
Good morning, April.
Yes. I'm the part of the business that understand how the psychological part of the business. You're the data. So he wanted to poll all of these people, these women, to see exactly what it is that they wanted. I said, I said, you can do that, but it don't matter. He said, well, why would you say that? Because the data is important. I said, the data is important only up to a certain part. Is the data important? And so we were going back and forth, and Adriana, she kind of backs up when he and I are having our business meeting because we're real passionate in our business meeting. Then we can go eat. But here's the thing. I said, son, listen to me. I polled these women.
Your coat and stuff moved.
Oh, is it a coat back there?
Yeah, big white one.
Oh, is that a coat? Oh yeah, we can pull that. You can just push that. That's a cover.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I said I polled these women.
Stuff in the back seat by chance?
I'm trying to keep some room. I gotta go by Gordon. So how much is it? A lot?
There's like a few cases of water and.
Okay, yeah, we can put those on the floor. I always keep a cover in the car, y'all. My All Things Feminine Social Club cover, just in case I get trapped somewhere and I need to stay warm. But I told him, I said, here's the thing. Here, open that side too. I said, I polled the women, and I said, well, what happens, why the numbers don't number and why we don't make a profit on certain products that we create based on the numbers is because they're lying. He said, what do you mean? I said, if you look at the numbers, we have thousands of women in our database, thousands of women who have taken our polls to tell us what they want, and they always choose.
You your eggs. You can sit them up there with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They always pick the thing that they think they should pick, which is bettering themselves. Products like that, right? I says, but when we create those, we don't make any money from those. And he's like, well, yeah, I hear you, but I said, no. I said, let me help you. I said, now when I create product based on what I know at their core that they want, but they're afraid to say because they don't want to feel like they're putting their interest in getting a man over the interest in becoming a better woman, we make thousands of dollars. So although the data is data, you have to understand a lot of people fill out the data or take these polls and quizzes that we give based upon who they wish they were, not who they actually are. Okay? Well, this hat is hot, child. I said, so he and I, we go back and forth. So we figured out a compromise to do, half data. Well, not even half data. We do more of me and my understanding of the female brain than we do the analytics. I said, so he and I can sit in a heated, passionate business meeting. Because when we have business meeting like he's not my son-in-law and like I'm not his mother-in-law. Like straight, like if I'm sitting at the head of the table as the CEO of the company, which I am, and this is what it has to be. If you want to see this, you're more concerned with these numbers, but these numbers don't add up. And I had to give him I had to bring my numbers in and be like, look, the women took the poll. They said they wanted to know how to change their lives in X amount of time, X amount of days. I said, when we created that product, 49 Days to Fabulous, we didn't even do $5,000 from that. But when I put the bundle together on how to find a man, we did over almost 52,000 in 48 hours. I said, you see what I'm saying? Even though the data that you have says that they wanted to do more and learn how to be that woman, that product we didn't even do 5,000 from that product. Yet the same model, the same strategy and everything. One was just $48, the other one was $49. I said in less than 48 hours, we did almost 52,000. I said, so what does that tell you? People took the poll based on who they would like to be, not what they really desire. I said, so I ain't creating no more than products. No. People want to know, Miss April, how do the people that you have trained, how do they meet their husbands? That's what women want to know. Women don't want to know how to be better. Women don't want to really know how to tap into their femininity when it comes to their lives. They want to gain this knowledge and information and wisdom that I have, that I've taught thousands of women across the world, that they've seen all of my testimonials of women getting married after applying it. They don't want it for themselves. They only want it to get the man.
Okay, she's bringing me one pack of muffins. Everything else is loaded. So
all right, dang. Okay.
You're done.
Thank you so much, dear.
You're welcome. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
So you have a happy Thanksgiving too. So, do you think we've been trained to see our value through this? Yes, but here's the thing. You decide what you make valuable. Women don't have it in them, so I'm no longer doing it. Like, anytime I teach women, like we do have some wonderful stuff coming, and I'm bundling. You guys have asked about all my courses. I'm bundling them. I have about 100 courses. I'm putting them in a bundle and putting them on the site. But in order for me to give you the other part when it comes to the woman, I have to feed it through you. Like, you got to give the kid, you have to give the kid some sugar in the medicine. And women scream all day, but I want it for me. And that's a small percent. Most don't realize. And let me say this: the reason why I know this is because I don't have one testimonial. I don't have one testimonial from a woman that says, Miss April, I took everything you said and I've leveled up my life. I got my money together and everything. And I appreciate you for that. All of my testimonials, I got hundreds of them. I got some more I haven't even posted. Some folks got engaged recently. Some weddings I got to go to. And this is not just black women. This is across the board. I have women from all different races that take my courses. All of my testimonials are from women that says, oh my God, I did everything you said and he proposed. Not, Miss April, you talked about when you tap into your femininity, you're no longer a broke woman. I've been able to take your teachings and apply them to my life. And I made my first 100,000. I made my first 500,000. I made my first million. I have no testimonials that way. Although I use the same information and the same processes to get out of poverty and to make my first million and to be able to turn around and make $52,000 in 48 hours. I use the same stuff that I teach and how to tap into your femininity the same way as for the man and for the creativity part. Thank you so much. I use the same thing.
Here you go. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a nice day.
You too. Close all doors. I use the same thing, the same information, y'all. But I don't get any testimonials about that. That lets me know what is. Okay, I'm gonna have to come to another. I'm gonna have to drop this off and go pick up the other stuff at the other store. So that lets me know. Where's my little phone holder? Where's my phone holder? Do I have a phone holder? I don't have a phone holder. I don't know. Do I have a phone holder in the car? But as I was saying, that's how I know. That's why all of this stuff, people, you don't see, there's too much content out here to help us be better, but we're constantly sinking. And at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong if you want to learn this information to get a man. Men are wonderful when you pick the right one. I'll say when you understand what a man is, you stop trying to make him be what's in your mind and accept him for what it is. Men are beneficial to you. However, the problem comes in with the delusion. The delusion that that's not what you want. And I'm doing all of this self-work to better myself, but your finances doesn't change. Your life really doesn't change, but you're full of information. You have become information junkie. It's no different than men talking about, I'm afraid to open up to a woman, but you will stick your tongue in every hole she has, and this is your second date. You don't even know baby girl's last name or middle name. Okay? So we're all hiding behind all the excuses that they've allowed us to use. Oh, I'm trying. Trying just means you failed gracefully. That's all trying means. So that I'm over it. When I tell you I'm so over it, I'm going to give the people what they want. Because I have a legacy to continue on, and I have grandkids that I got to make sure they're straight. I'm going to give y'all what you want. The content works. I saw somebody say, oh, April Mason is a scam. How? What is a scam? Every woman that have done the work and did what I said, they've gotten what they wanted. And they all want a man. Excuse me. They all want a man that's going to take care of them and adore them, and that they can rest in their femininity. Now, I'm an expert at helping you get that, because that's what you want. That's what you want. The masculine feminine polarity, it never changes, ever. So if that's what you want, I'm gonna give you that, because I know that's what a lot of women want. And to be honest with you, with what we're going into, we all need husbands. We all need husbands. So I'm over it. Like, me and my girlfriends were talking about it, and it's like we were laughing because it's like, this is crazy. Women want, and this is not just, let me clear this up, because for some reason people think that when I'm talking, I'm not talking about the educated girls because they're educated, they got more sense. I'm especially talking about the MBAs, the PhD, the degreed up, the bachelor girls, the girls that, the dentist girls, the doctor girls. Those are my girls. Those are my girls. The most clueless ones in the bunch. When it comes to male-female dynamic. They smart though. They smart. But those are the most clueless ones. But the judges and DAs that I work with, child, those are the ones. So my point in saying all this, ladies, is you will allow yourself to calm down and your nervous system to rest when you're honest about what it is that you want and why you're doing what you're doing. That's it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying be honest about what it is. You want to be a better woman because you want access to a better man. It's what it is. Yes, the hyper independent girlies be clueless as hell. The extremely pretty ones, oh my God, they get ran through the most because they don't understand their value. So it's, yes, the critical think that go, yeah, those are the critical thinking girls. Those are the girls that everything, all I's has to be dotted, all T's has to be crossed. Those are the girls who rely strictly on their intelligence in choosing a man and still get it wrong. That's why I say don't all this other stuff, stop worrying your little selves about it, because until you be honest about why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to keep binding yourself up. Oh goodness, we got a house full of folk. The Counsels Cafe has been popping, y'all. So you couldn't even get a park in the parking lot this past weekend. And here we go again. I found a park in the front, but it's gonna be a lot. Let me ask the girls to come in here. We got customers. I guess this is a good thing. But yeah. But yeah, that's what it really is, y'all. Be okay with just saying what it is that you want and why you want it. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But until you admit, to be honest with you, the only reason why I want to learn what I want to learn is because I do want a husband. To be honest with you, I really don't want to be celibate, if I'm honest. Here goes some mofo coming in now. Let me go in here and help the girls, because I don't think Wyatt comes in till 10. But yes, hold on. Let me see where he at. They got a house. Look like they got a house full. I need to go help. So yeah, it's
Hello.
Are you woke and up?
Yeah, I'm putting my clothes down.
Okay, I picked up the stuff from Sam's. Can you go get the stuff from Gordon's?
Yep.
All right, thank you, dear.
Uh-huh.
All right, bye. Okay, cool. We good. I just gotta get this stuff inside. But yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at. That's what I just wanted to share. That I am over it. I'm so over it. The people just don't want to admit what is. And ladies, it's okay. And fellas, stop this lying to yourself that you can't open out. Woman, no, she doesn't allow me to talk. She doesn't allow me to express myself. But you will put your tongue in every hole she has, and you don't even know her middle name. Think about that. Think about how many women you told you'll do the nastiest ish to. And all because she looked a certain way or you liked her body. Think about that. Is there stuff over here? Yeah, think about that. Think about it. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Gotta go. Bye, y'all.